Hello, Geminis, and welcome to this, your May 15th through May 31st reading and predictions. A very warm welcome to all of you. Let's dive right in now. In your last reading, there was an indication that you may have had some people around you who were not supporting you in your vision of your future. And the cards indicated it was time to let go of those people and move on and truly embrace your energy, your power, and your vision for the future. So let's dive right in. Getting called over here to the Light Seer Tarot. Now, I am going to put links in the description down below. If you are interested in any of the decks that you see here, there will be descriptions or links down below for you. All right, now, Gemini, I got cards jumping out all over the place. There's another one. It flipped over. All right, so let's see what we have. We've got quite a number of cards here. Let's collect them up. Yeah, there's a lot of cards here. All right, could we please have 2 or 3 cards for Gemini? Where are the Geminis at now in the middle of May as I'm doing this reading? Okay, we've got 2 cards that have jumped out over here. What do we have? We have the Five of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, Gemini, looks like you've got some money and some business stuff coming up. The Five of Pentacles, it's an indication that you have this vision for your future, your financial future, and it at this point in time, right here in the now, it doesn't look like it's going the way that you want it to go. And yet, you are still holding and maintaining this vision for the future with the Page of Pentacles, which is all about um, seeing the future the way that you want it to roll out, coming up with some new and innovative ideas. This is what the Page of Pentacles is all about. And she really is, he, the page, um, is about that young, naive, innovative, inspirational type um, person. So, the image that's coming up for me to share with you, Gemini, is remember the newsreels and so on that we've all seen of what was happening in the late 60s and early 70s, where the kids were the youth were no longer listening to the establishment and they were growing their hair out long and they were listening to some pretty wild funky music and they were doing the whole Timothy Leary type thing, um Hatebury or sorry Ashbury and Hate down in San Francisco. That's the type of energy of the Page of Pentacles. Someone who has new, bright, brilliant ideas that the world hasn't seen before and can't wait to get them out there. But this page is coming up right next to the Five of Pentacles, which is an indication that there may be some worries on your part that you don't have the financial backing to be able to bring these new, innovative, spark I don't know what it is. I'm having trouble even verbalizing what's coming up for me for you with these cards, Gemini, but it's it's definitely something that has the capacity for you to bring something to the table. Um, that's going to help and change a lot of lives. The other image that flashed before my eyes with these 2 cards coming in was that of Jack Canfield, for example, Louise Hay, for example, both of whom experienced, and Neil Donald Walsh, where these people experienced Five of Pentacles moments where they had very little hope and very little finances and so on. And yet you look at um, Neil Donald Walsh, who wrote Conversations with God, or Louise Hay, who started Hay House Publishing and became a worldwide sensation that has also helped millions of people and literally thousands of authors to get off the ground. And that's this energy. Louise Hay, Jack Canfield, Neil Donald Walsh, um, those types of people who the rags to riches type innovation is the energy of these two cards together for you, Gemini. Oh my goodness. I've got tingles for you. All right, let's see what you are focusing on in order to be able to bring all of this to fruition. So for the Geminis, what are they focusing on? Yes, the source. You have the Ace of Wands coming out. Playfulness. That would also be the is that the Knight or the Page? Nope, that is the Page of Wands. So you've got two wands coming up in your in what you are focusing on. So let's start with the source. This was the first card to jump out. The source card corresponds to the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is absolutely about new beginnings. Anytime we see an ace, it's about a new beginning. But depending on the suit of that ace is gives us our direction. Ace of Wands is about getting your idea out into the world. The wands are ruled by the element of fire. And the rule of thumb is if you're, if you're fairly new to tarot and you're trying to remember certain aspects of the different um suits here, my teacher years and years and years ago taught me the suit of wands is ruled by the element of fire. If you ever forget what the suit of wands is directing you to do, remember that if somebody lights a fire underneath your butt, you're going to want to move. You're going to want to take action. And therefore, this ace is the ace of fire. This is the ace of new beginnings. This is the ace of get off your butt and get going, get started, put it into action. How are you going to do that? You are going to keep this playful air. Now, remember what I said. Whenever we see the pages, and you've got the Page of Pentacles here, there is some naivety, but there's also this playfulness, this whimsical, this innovative, inspirational type energy. And the Page of Wands is no different. But the Page of Wands, again, ruled by the element of fire, is about keeping play and keeping the action moving forward, Gemini. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what this idea is that you have brewing and bubbling just below the surface, but it is pretty darned exciting right now. Let's take a quick peek at what might get in your way, your difficult influences and challenges. What might get in the way of Gemini with regards to this really, really exciting reading so far? All right. So, in difficult influences and challenges, and in the order they came out, we just grab them. This was the first card over here. What do we have? We have the Six of Swords. And the next card is the Three of Wands. And the next card is the Two of Wands. Which order did those come out? Could have been the two, three. I'll get into the Two and Three of Wands. And now it is interesting to me that over here, in what you are focusing on. You are focusing on bringing a new idea into the world with some playful, whimsical inspiration behind it. And then in your difficult influences, you have two more wands. What does that tell us? Well, what it really tells us is that with this Six of Swords here, you have something that you need to walk away from. And in all likelihood, it's a belief system. And yeah, I'm going to go there with you, Gemini. That belief system, and it's bubbling up, and it's actually getting me right here. And it's getting me right here in the throat chakra and the heart chakra and the throat chakra. And what it is that I'm not good enough wound. I don't know if I should be putting it out there. Somebody else is probably going to be better at it than me. I think I need, no, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to walk away. If that resonates for you, don't be afraid. You're not the only one. And it's something for you to move through, to learn from, and to begin to believe in yourself. With all these wands here, with all this fire energy coming up for you, Gemini, it's positive. You're meant to be moving ahead on this. Don't let anything stand in your way. Walk away from a belief system that is holding you back. Even if it's not the I'm not good enough wound, even if it is a different wound, walk away from that belief system that's holding you back, Gemini. Moving into these other two wands that came up in your difficult influences, you have the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. Now, what these two cards together generally indicate is that you have a decision that you need to make, and then you need to move forward and get that decision out into the world. So, Two of Wands is about making a worldly decision. Three of Wands is about putting your decision out into action into the world. These two cards coming up in your difficult influences are basically saying that you are holding yourself back. You are preventing yourself from getting this Page of Pentacles idea, this new beginning and this playful, whimsical idea off the ground and out into the world. What's holding you back? And if I'm not mistaken, your last reading also said, let go of those who hold you back and do not hold your vision for the future. What's holding you back is what you've been told about yourself and what you've internalized. And yet you have it. These cards would not be coming out for you, Gemini, if you didn't have it in you to get it out there. Part of the lessons that we came here to this plane of existence to learn is about our own power and our own strength and what we're capable of doing when we don't listen to the establishment. Remember what I said when this Page of Pentacles came out and I was trying to verbalize the energy that I felt for you about this Page of Pentacles. And the energy that I felt for you, Gemini, was that radical uprising of the youth in the late 60s and early 70s when they said, you know what, we're not going to go and fight your war for you anymore. We object to this war. We don't think this war was right. And so instead, we're going to, what was it? Tune in, turn off, tune out, whatever the Timothy Leary saying was. Sorry, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it's that energy, that powerful energy of new innovation and inspiration. You would not have that coming to you right now if you were not also willing to embody and embrace the energy or a similar energy to that of the youth of the late 60s and early 70s when they said, I'm not listening to the old belief systems anymore. I'm not going to live like that because I can see a different way to the future. Imagine if, again, Louise Hay had listened, if Neil Donald Walsh had listened. We wouldn't have all this inspiration. Alan Watts is another one who he didn't care what people thought. He knew what his truth was and he felt he had a message to get out there and he got that message out to people. There's a vision of another author. I can see her face coming to me as well, Gemini. Um, the author that wrote I believe it was the Harry Potter books. She speaks her mind. Has it got her in trouble? Sure. Has that prevented her from going ahead? No, she's surrounded by all of this fire energy, just like you are right now, Gemini. If you have a burning idea that you want to get out there, so long as it's not immoral or illegal, these cards are saying take action. Go for it. Messages the universe wants you to hear at this time, Gemini. All right, let's take a look. Everyone has value. Yeah, absolutely. Everyone has value. Don't forget that lesson and ask for guidance. Yes, if you're stuck, if you're afraid, if you're scared, and you're going, I don't know if I can get this out there. Ask for help, ask for guidance. And that can mean asking for help and asking for guidance from those here on the physical plane, or asking for help and guidance from those in the ethereal realms as well. Let's take a look at what's unexpected for you. I saw these cards. I saw this deck come out. Unexpected. And that one's on the floor. I hate it when that happens, especially when I'm sitting cross-legged. That one's on my lap. Unexpected for Gemini. Unexpected. Anything else? Anything else? Nope. Guess not. All right. Let's uncross the legs here. What do we have? Okay. We have the Three of Wands again. So the Three of Wands came up both in your in your difficult influences here, and it has just come up again here in your unexpected. There is absolutely something that you are supposed to be getting out into the world. I'm reading this because I think that the card says it better than I can, Gemini. This card could represent some sort of business expansion, the confirmation that you are on the right path. It represents someone who is ready, willing, and able to demonstrate that he has achieved and has fantastic ideas that need to get out to the world. I can't say it any better than the card does. And this card came up twice now for you, Gemini. The other card that's come up for you is the Six of Cups. This is the card of nostalgia. This is the card of remembering the past or potentially having a yearning towards the past. I believe that you, Gemini, have this wonderful, amazing, inspirational, fantastic idea. You want to get it out into the world. You want to do so with some playfulness in the air. But you also understand on a really, really deep level that it will change and inextricably change your life, alter your life for the rest of your life. And that is bringing up fear. And that's why I'm bringing up this Six of Swords again. You need to walk away from that belief system, from the fear, from the, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do this. Because these two cards are saying that it's coming. And yes, you may yearn for the past with this Six of Cups, but the other message of the Six of Cups is as much as you would like to remember the past, you can't go back. You cannot relive the past. That's the other message of this card. All right, final general overall outcome. Let's go here. Final general overall outcome for Gemini. And then we are going to pull some cards for you for yes or no. So if you have a question that you want a yes or no answer to, bring it to mind. All right. The very first card that jumped out in your final general overall outcome, I don't know if you can see that. The Fool. The Fool. There is no other card in the tarot that more powerfully speaks to a new beginning, the need to step up and step into a new beginning, than this card right here, the Fool. Not even 1,000%, not 100%, not 1,000%, 1,000,000%. Gemini, your life is changing right now. It is being altered because of a new beginning. The other card that you have in your general overall outcome is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups has several meanings to it. One of the meanings of the Two of Cups is that there may be a new partnership on the horizon. Not necessarily a romantic partnership, although it's possible, but a partnership of some kind. And in the context of this reading for you, Gemini, I really believe that this is potentially a partner coming in for you that is going to help you get this thing off the ground and get it out to the people and out to the masses. Watch also potentially for a mentor to be coming in, Gemini. All right. If this resonated deeply for you, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really, really helps the channel. And seeing as I've been doing this for 2 years and I am not yet monetized, I could really use your help right now. Also, I am available for private consultations if you are so inclined. My contact details are down below. Now, finally, we all walk through life with questions that we require a yes or a no answer to. So, if you are in that position, is he right for me? Is he wrong for me? Do I start this business today, tomorrow, the next day? What is this business? Do I go this way? Do I go that? Bring your question to mind and let's see what the cards have for you, Gemini. For Gemini, we require one card, please. Just one card for Gemini's yes or no. All right, we have one card that has jumped out. Gemini, in response to your question, your answer, no need to worry. No need to worry. All right. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope that you will allow me the honor of doing your next reading for you at the beginning of June.